Greetings, my Aries children. This is Damien with HK Readings, here to do your bonus for June 2020. This will be for Aries by Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Jupiter placements. So stay tuned to see if any of the messages resonate with you. Cross watchers, you're welcome. Welcome to the Aries show. Now, knowing your situation, you can easily take the parts of this that apply to what you're going through if you are watching for Aries. But this here, right now, is the Aries show. And soon it'll be yours, cross watcher, when we get around to your sign. So we're gonna keep it all out of respect, love, and light. Excuse me. I've been shuffling some off screen, off camera, just to vibe with the cards here, shuffling my Moonology deck, and shuffle, got one side, we got another side. 4 cards came out, and that's what I felt drawn to do. So on your side, your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent. Your commitment is being tested. I'm just gonna go ahead and say this. I feel like a lot of people are breaking up. A new start is coming. A lot of people are breaking up, like just from what I've been feeling on a collective level. However, this here, because even when I just did Aquarius's reading, if you have Aquarius in your chart and this doesn't resonate with you, because I feel like these are going to be very different messages, then you might want to go check that out. I'm not going to give you spoilers, but I will say, two people are being tested in a connection. Now, and it's also interesting how I see the cards come out. So we've got your 2 here, full moon in Taurus, waxing crescent. There's here, first quarter moon and the new moon. And not to say that you are in any way better than them or anything like that, but you seem to be carrying a higher vibration just from how Spirit moved me to place the cards, right? But in your very own way, as them in their very own way, are really being tested in a commitment with one another. You two clearly have come together because you have a lot in common, or there is at least enough intriguing about the opposite things that, you know, make you want to know more, each of you. But you're experiencing a rocky part of the relationship in very different ways. You both need more faith. You both need to decide how committed to this you're going to be. You might have to take a more practical approach. Okay? Instead of living in fairyland, living in la la land, or instead of, on the other end of things, you know, for some of you, just going in guns blazing. Just guns blazing. It's like, either you're not seeing things for what they are, or you have allowed things to move too fast. And just now, things aren't really working out because fools rush in. You're wondering if this is even the connection for you. Then, more or less realizing how to come to terms with the fact that they do love you, or how deeply that they love you. They want a rebirth of this situation. They want a new start. But I feel like these levels also represent where you were in the relationship as a whole. Because I definitely feel like it's the ascension thing. And maybe, you know, that's what tied into you seeing what you saw and feeling like, you know, you could go at the speed that you were going. But you being up here and then being here, I think, you know, you're a little more emotionally invested. But they're having a turnaround. You see what I'm saying? So now you're needing to have faith in the situation because things are finally starting to like take this Wheel of Fortune combined with a Chariot style energy here, because they're realizing that they love you, that they love their Aries and they want their Aries. And I don't know, it's like the love is growing stronger by the moment, by the day. This first quarter, there's a lot going on within them. And to get from the first quarter to the new moon, like there were a lot of things that they had to face. Like, you can't just ignore your feelings and stuff for very long. But it's a combination of what they're seeing in the physical kind of, you know, have them willingly dig, and then, you know, spirit is having them too. You know, it's retrograde station currently, right? Do we have like 4 planets? 4 planets in retrograde. So could be 5. I may be mistaken on that, but I feel as though, yeah, currently it's likely 5, and because sometimes I get crossed with the Vedic, and I know that the 5th planet will probably come as the Vedic calendar continues, like here soon. So, you know, our calendar runs on the earlier side of things. But yeah, I shall pull some Tarot of the Moors, a few cards. Oh, okay. Twin Spirit is ready to speak. Comes out for you. Two of Wands. 5 of Swords. Man. 3 of Discs. It's basically showing their transition of, like, you know, the decision that they have been having to make on what they're passionate about and what they want to pursue has given them so much mental conflict. But they've come to a point of wanting to walk away from that, cut their losses, and, you know, and when I say cut the losses, just kind of like basically them getting rid of those notions because it wasn't conducive, it wasn't helping them. This is, you know, like a lot of times we do things like, oh, that clearly goes against your happiness, right? That you would fight this. But like, everybody does want happiness. So I think they, you know, just had to put the fighting to the back of their minds, or just get rid of it. Take the good from it, because they're ready to continue and move forward. Because what comes after the 5 of Swords? And it just pops in our head, because like, this is the story, but literally it's also the story of the tarot. Because after the 5 of Swords, we have the 6 of Swords. Where the hurt, the wounding, the lack of clarity, whatever it may have been, you know, you decide to pick up, walk away, cut your losses, End up in the Six of Swords energies where you're moving down the stream looking for a new beginning. This same new beginning that is in this card here with the new moon. As she's on the boat, it's usually depicted as a woman who's on the boat, either by herself with her swords, or a man who is guiding that boat, masculine energy that's guiding that boat. As she's just a little somber, but pushing downstream, down the river. Those waters, the waters of the mother, of Yemajah for those of you who are familiar. The waters that end up leading out into a vast ocean, creating endless possibilities within rebirth, a new beginning. Okay? And this ascetic card here, which is the Hangman, so many of you could be dealing with a Virgo. There's strong earth energy in this spread between the full moon Taurus, the ascetic here, the Hangman, and the Three of Discs. But I'm sensing that strong Virgo here for many of you. For any of you music heads who know how my songs tend to blend with my readings, look up a song by Captain Beefheart, old California 60s side band. What I keep saying Captain, I don't know what the fuck. Captain Beefheart. And the song is Call on Me. And I think this is, kind of like what's going on with them internally towards you. But yeah, they're deciding to come towards a better situation with you. And as you're taking that boat downstream, going from the Five of Swords to the Six of Swords, which is not on the board, but it's fitting the story because it's transitory from this Five of Swords, particularly in this deck, evident like no other I've seen, leading to the ascetic. As you travel down, you know who you're gonna meet. You're gonna meet that one who's been in suspense, who's had to think a lot. They wanted a new beginning, but they had to go within and really learn how to step forward in a way that was going to be of the joy that they seek, which is with you. And then we end up with the Three of Discs there. They're gonna be ready to work on it. They're gonna be ready to work on it. They're gonna be ready for something new. Pulled another Moonology card. Time to give rather than take. New Moon in Virgo. As I mentioned, you might be dealing with a Virgo or someone with very strong Virgo in their chart. And they're ready to give. But they haven't before. Like I said, you've been here, they've been here, but now they're ready to give. So, let's see if the Aries can have patience. I know if you ask most, they'll be like, yeah, Well, you're ever growing and you're ever evolving. So, people don't really know you like that, do they? I think you can possess a lot of patience. Not for the wrong thing, but most certainly for the right thing. Love you.